You have not learned. That's why you're still running around in circles. Hey Chic fam, hi and welcome back to the channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Sylvia Uzo and I would like you to join this family by hitting the subscribe button. On this channel, you're going to be seeing lifestyle videos, chit chat, and most especially self-development videos, because one thing about this babe is I am going to keep investing and working in this asset, which is myself, that the Almighty God has given to me until there's nothing else for me to do. Now without further ado guys, let's get right into today's video. A lot of us have this scarcity mindset, which is mostly not common because people do not know what it is. But the scarcity mindset is a very bad mindset to have. It's actually worse than any terrible sickness that you can think of. Because what does this scarcity mindset do? Scarcity mindset keeps you redundant. It keeps you in a particular place. It gives you the bare minimum. Bare minimum is even something compared to what this scarcity mindset gives to you. It makes you comfortable in places that you know that you're uncomfortable, but because you don't think you can get better, you deserve better, or there is something better out there, you keep remaining in situations like that. You can be watchful and know how it is affecting you in areas where it's affecting you, and probably see this as a wake-up call to actually lean towards the better side of life. Scarcity mindset is affecting the quality of your life by making you remain in toxic workplaces. A lot of us have this nudge to move. We've already gotten this instinct that this is not where we're supposed to be. This is not where our life is supposed to end. This is not where God has put us to be. This is nothing compared to what or the potential that our lives can actually immerse in. But because of the scarcity mindset of I'm not seeing this bigger picture, I'm not seeing a better thing, nothing better has come yet, so you want to die in that place. Every day you go to work, they keep giving you shit. They keep complaining about your work when you know that you're giving your best. Even if your work is not as great, there is a way to actually speak to somebody to get the best out of them. You go to that workplace, your colleagues are messing around with you, nobody respects you, they speak to you in ways that reduce you rather than build you up. Your workplace, you know, is toxic because you feel good in the morning when you're not yet at the office. At home, you're okay. When you're talking to other people, even outside the office, you feel good. But once you step into the environment, you just have this dark cloud that has crushed your mind, that has pressed you in. You're now suffocating. It's even mostly difficult for you to breathe. That's enough reason for you to know that that place is not for you. The energy there is too bad, it's too toxic for you, and you have to leave. But scarcity mindset will not allow you. Scarcity mindset will want you to remain there because you have not gotten a better offer. Of course, you can't hold bread here and hold bread here. If I want to give you bread, how will I give to you? How? Or if you have one bread and I have another bread, am I going to give you that bread when I see that you have bread? No, that's not how it works. So you must be willing to let go. You have to start making plans. You have to be willing to actually leave that workplace. That environment is too toxic, it's too bad. The energy is too dark for you, and the earlier you leave, the better. Now, the second area where is most common that scarcity mindset will also be affecting the quality of life is in toxic relationships. Scarcity mindset will make you remain in toxic relationships. You have an abusive partner, a partner who is mentally abusing you, physically abusing you, verbally abusing you, emotionally. What area can we even list and leave the remaining? This relationship is bad for you. Sometimes I ask people, or I ask myself, what is the benefit of cohabiting or partnering with somebody when your life as an individual, these are two, right? You on your own, you have a better quality of life than when you're cohabiting. What is the essence? What is the reason? For what stranger will talk? For what an outsider is going to say? Some of us are willing to keep overcompensating to keep over giving and taking shit because we're scared of what people are going to say. Who is people? People is me and you. I've not even articulated my own life perfectly. It's now to invest my time in another person's life. You must be willing to let go of that toxic area. Don't let scarcity mindset be the end of you, and then the next time we're hearing a gist about you is that you were untimely taken away. We don't want to keep mourning people, mourning ladies, mourning people who have great potentials, but because they didn't see that in themselves, because they didn't feel like they could actually get so much more out of life, they remained in the little that came to them while they missed out on the bigger picture. They missed out on the bigger things of life. Don't be that person, please. Don't be that person. Don't let scarcity mindset be the end of you, your career, or your health. Okay? Now moving on to the next. This one, I think while I was even making an illustration for the second point, I mentioned something about this one will be overly people pleasing, overcompensating, overcompromising. When you're burnt out, when you know that you've gotten to your limit, but because you do not want to be disliked, because you don't want anyone to make a bad remark about you, you keep overly people pleasing, overly compensating. That is bad. I know that for every cohabitation, I know that for any form of friendship, any form of partnership to work, of course you have to be willing to compromise. But now the emphasis is on over compromising. You know that you're tired. You know that you're burnt out, but you want to go ahead and go into that kitchen and make food. Let me tell you guys something that you don't know. Somebody who loves you, an environment that wants your growth, an environment that wants to see you flourish, would not want you to break down, would not want you to die, would not want you to suffer terribly because of them. That is just the truth. If you're working somewhere and you don't have a sick leave, even when you're sick, they can't give you a few days off. There is no HMO plan for you. Do you think that place wants you to flourish? A place that doesn't recognize your effort, your abilities, a relationship that doesn't encourage you, a relationship that doesn't invest in you, even if they're not sowing in with money, because they really don't have that. But they are not also sowing into you through words, through acts of kindness. Do you think that place really wants you to flourish? A partner who would know that you're stressed out coming from work or you're not feeling great, but they still want you to walk into the kitchen and make something to eat, or they can actually just have something else for dinner. Do you think that place really wants you to flourish? And this is not just a one-time thing, it is over doing it. And the day that you don't want to do it, it looks like you've been a rebel. It looks like you've not even done anything good for them before. Do you think that area wants you to flourish? If you have a scarcity mindset, this is where it is going to be really critical, because you as a person, you don't even know that you can actually get better. What do I mean by better? In a situation like this, quitting that job is a better offer than staying there to die. You may ask me, if I quit the job, how would I survive? You would survive. There are a lot of other things for you to do. It's actually even better that you have a good health, of which when an opportunity comes, you can grasp it, you can really go for it, than when you've already been burnt out mentally, you maybe experience high blood pressure, stroke, and the rest. And when you get this sick, they lay you off. Then when another opportunity comes, you can't even go for it because you've already exhausted yourself at the former place. In a relationship, this person wants you to die. It's easier for you to go away. You don't have to divorce if you're married. It's not compulsory. But you can leave the environment. You can just go take some time off. If you can afford the luxury of going on vacation or traveling out or renting somewhere for yourself, you can go back to your family home. I really do not understand the way families make it look like if you're married off, that is your place. You can no longer come back to your family house. It's really bad. That is why we have a lot of cases of people who are dead from burnt out situations like things because there was no place to call home. If you're in that situation, the earlier you look for a friend, somewhere you can go to, all these help homes, and just squat for a bit before you can get back on your feet, it will really do wonders for you. Please, nobody should be made to suffer. Nobody should be made to bleed out for things that we can outsource, for things that we can delegate, things that we can help each other to get better at. Moving to the next. All of these points actually sound alike, but this one would be not demanding for what you want in a job or a relationship. I'm using these two scenarios back to back because I know that that is somewhere that we are most actively involved in. It's either in a home, which is a relationship, or at your job, which is your source of living. In a workplace, not demanding for that raise, not demanding for that salary increase, for that benefit, for the HMO plan, for the pension plan, doesn't make you a loyal staff. Actually, when it comes to jobs, there shouldn't be any form of loyalty. I'm being very honest with you, because what is actually loyalty? You're only expected to be loyal to your God and to your partner. Partner is because that's the second person after God, in my perspective, but that's not why we're here. You do not owe your job any form of loyalty, because I promise you that if anything were to happen, within a blink of an eye, you'll be laid off. If they're going through recession, if you believe that you're not performing as much as, you're not making them enough money as much as, I promise you they would lay you off. Because they will not even consider that this person has been putting in this time, this person has been doing so much for us. Let's consider how to meet them in between. And if you ask any company for a salary raise and they are very mean to you about it, they make it look like you're begging them for money, that's enough red flag. That's enough sign to show you that they do not want you to grow as a person. They just want to keep using you, exhausting you until you have nothing else to give, until you're completely burnt out. And then they'll say you're incompetent and lay you off. When it comes to relationship, not demanding for what you want love, you want attention, you want care. Scarcity mindset can make you think that when you actually demand for what you want, you get a breakup. It's better that you're broken up with, because if you're in that environment that doesn't satisfy you and you just want to keep managing, I promise you, you will keep complaining while you're still inside there. You will keep complaining, you will keep feeling frustrated, feeling so choked up, because you do not. Sometimes these people don't even know how to give you what you want. They don't know your love language, don't know what you want as a person. And if you don't demand for it, if you don't speak up, if you don't advise them on areas that you want to feel their love more or their impact more, they may not know how to meet you in the middle. They may not know how to give you that quality of life that you deserve and you're demanding for. Now, moving to the next point, which I believe will be our final point, not taking a chance on yourself. On this channel, I know that I have spoken so much about taking a chance on yourself. That is why we're always talking about self-development videos. You have to love yourself. You have to see yourself as somebody who deserves a lot more than you have currently. No matter where you are at this point in time, you actually can get more than whatever it is that you're getting. You have to remove whatever form of scarcity limitation that you have at the back of your mind. It comes to a job, yes, you're in a good paying job, but you can actually get more. If they are not toxic, that's okay. If the growth plan there is good for you, that's okay. But once it gets toxic, once they start belittling your effort, they no longer acknowledge you, there is no benefit for contribution, nothing. Be willing to take the next bus away from that place. Even while you're there, you can keep sending your application letter to other companies that have sense, that are willing to pay you your worth. When it comes to relationship, they are not listening to you. They're not listening to what you're saying. Why would you be there? Is that what you want for the rest of your life? To keep complaining? You're like, okay, don't worry, I'm not going to say it again. You're not going to say it again, but that's what you truly want. And if by mistake, if by chance, somebody outside starts giving you those things that you really want, I promise you, you will look their way. And that will now be tagged as cheating, when you might as well just have gone. and do something better with your life. Take a chance on yourself. Don't let scarcity mindset stop you from improving yourself, taking that course because you're like, oh, I'm getting old. What will I need a master's degree for? What will I need a PhD for? You will need it, my dear. Even if you don't use it to work, it's an added value to yourself that I was able to see this through. Invest in yourself. Take a chance on yourself because nobody will. People are too busy with their lives to see you. You have to be all up in our faces. You have to tell us why we need to see you. Just the same way that I'm preaching to you now, why you need to listen to this video. That is how you can watch it. That is how you can see it. But if I go and crawl up in my bed and I'm not making an effort, how would my channel grow? How would I be monetized? How would you subscribe? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm using real life situations so that it makes sense to us. These are not the only areas that need you to take away scarcity mindset from. You can apply this to those other areas, but I believe that everybody deserves better. Everybody deserves good things, and it all starts with your mind. If your mind is in a dark place, no matter how many good things come to you, you're not going to see it. Just like people have this negative notion of all men are scum, all men are cheats, all men are bad, there's no money anywhere, people are poor. So many negative mindsets. If that is what you keep thinking every day of your life, I promise you that is what you're going to get. It all starts with your mind. Scarcity mindset would stop you from getting things that you really deserve. It would actually bridge your potential. It will bridge your success level. It will bridge so many things, so many good things, quality things, experiences that you would have gotten if you were willing to take a chance on yourself. That will be all for today's video, Chic fam. I believe you have taken one or two things away from this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to. Please like this video. It's most important because that's the only way that I know that you're enjoying videos like this and you love to see more. Please comment, let me know whatever controversies, whatever agreements we have. Feel free to drop your comments. Be respectful about that anyway. On this channel, I enjoy replying and I enjoy seeing your engagements. Please share this video to your family group, share it to your WhatsApp status, share it on your Facebook, anywhere. Let us get to a wider audience so that we can grow and hit 1,000 subscribers and get possibly monetized this year by the grace of God. I can only do that if you come with me on this journey. Until my next video, Chic fam, take care of yourself and know that mama loves you.